Okay, crap.
No
I'll be right
problem.
back.
Well, we're live. Hi, everybody. Julie
Hi,
and
we're live. I'm really sorry. Okay.
I. We made it.
Yay. Hello.
There she is.
Zoe and I. And Zoe's gonna go now. She really wants to go. So hi. Cameo. Hi, so we're back. We're back a little earlier than we normally start these things, but we thought it'd be fun this season if we did like a preseason thing.
Yeah, just kind of like talking about the cast and how we think they're going to be, and yeah, just general predictions for the season, for this very short 4-week season. Hope American Idol is worth it, ABC.
So yeah, this season's gonna be a little different, obviously. For one, it's 4 weeks. For another, they decided to go with all athletes. And then I guess their reasoning for this, like, is gonna be this is supposed to be the most competitive season ever, so it's okay that it's 4 weeks, because apparently all athletes are essentially ringers and can totally pick up on choreography and are like, they can basically already do it all. So, like, why bother doing the other 6 or 7 weeks?
Right. Whatever works, right? I will always stand by the fact that if they really had to do a 4-week season, this should have been like an all-stars something or other.
I was hoping when it was announced they said it was all athletes. I'm like, can this be all-star all athletes?
That would have been appropriate too. I would have dug that.
We've had 10 athletes who've won, and I think it's 5 male, 5 female.
That would work out. That would have worked out perfectly, but nope. We went with all athletes, which actually I really like this cast a lot, and we're going to get into that here in a second. But I think I'll be pleasantly surprised. And I think I mentioned this like in one of our videos from last season when we said that we were getting all athletes. I don't follow sports at all, so I didn't know many of these people going in. I could recognize names and one face. I knew exactly one face.
I knew 5, and I've been paying attention to the Olympics because I had a feeling they said they were gonna get like 2 or 3 from the Olympics. They got a little more than that. And I had to watch. I was paying attention because I'm Canadian, so I was watching Canadian CBC is our network for the Olympics, and NBC. I was like trying to pay attention to see who might get cast for the season. So, and we ended up having 4 people from Pyeongchang, and then 2 others from other Olympics from the past, and then 4 other athletes. So just looking at this list, there isn't as much variety as I was hoping for. We did get my wish of a female basketball player, but there's some issues that come along with that. So
And we'll get into that in a second. I have a lot of thoughts about that.
I do appreciate that they got like a softball player as well, female softball player, like getting that representation in. Other than that, no real surprises. I'm kind of surprised they got 3 figure skaters.
I was a little surprised that they got 3 figure skaters too. I thought they cut it off at 2, but they got 3. So I mean, 2 are relevant, 1 is not. But we'll get into that. two of them are relevant and 1 of them is not. But we'll get into that.
What else? Yeah, and we don't really have like a lot. I think like I've noticed for the past few seasons, there's been less oldies. We have 1, maybe 2 oldies this season, and the second oldie kind of has some has a background who might take away from that a bit. So it's really only the one like oldie. Everyone else is pretty young. I think the youngest is 21, so no underage.
Mm-hmm.
And she just turned 21, and then the oldest is 71.
That's like the biggest range I think for a season.
I think it's pretty big. Something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So who do we have up first? Do you want to get into
Yeah, sure. So
easier ones?
I pulled up Wikipedia, and I guess we'll just do it in order that they have it on Wikipedia. um, the biggest name that they have this season is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Lindsay, who is the one person I could have recognized without GMA. Like, could look at him and be like, "Oh, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar." I couldn't have done that with anybody else this season.
I've been kind of calling he's gonna be on for a while. He showed up on Bachelorette last summer, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, yeah, you're showing up. And then he starts writing all these articles for all these publications, like he's writing about Roseanne now and everything. I'm like, yeah, you're showing up soon. So I thought he was gonna be on last season, and then he wasn't. And then I heard all athletes, and I'm like, okay, so he'll probably be on this one. So yeah, here he is. And he's a pick. one fun fact about him is he is the one with the most dance training. That's
What?
technically dance training, not any figure skating and whatnot. Yeah, he studied some of like the Latin stuff, like salsa and stuff, when he was younger.
Really?
Nothing too deep, I guess, but I think he like would know the basics. It's just how he can perform them because again, he's our 71-year-old, and the next youngest is like I think 47 or something. So kind of a big gap there. Again, he's one of the most recognizable names this season, so I think that kind of makes up for it. And he has Lindsay, who knows how to deal with the tall people. She hasn't had an old person yet, but I think she was kind of due for one. I know some people are upset, but like this is actually what I was kind of hoping for if they had to get an old person, like put
Right.
him with someone who hasn't had one yet.
You know, I say this almost every season. One of my favorite partnerships in the history of this entire show was Peter Murgatroyd and Tommy Chong back in season 19. And I've been waiting for another partnership like that, and I hope it's like this. I hope it is this one.
Like,
it is one of my favorite partnerships ever.
So,
and
yeah.
I think Lindsay's a great match for him personality-wise. I really can't see him working with any other female pro. I think they'll be magical.
When I thought he was going to be on last season, I was predicting Sharna with a basketball player, which of course came true. And I thought he was going to get Sharna. I think Lindsay is a better match for him, even if only just because of height, but I think she has good personality for him too.
I think Lindsay has the most magical personality ever, and I think that they will be magical. I would not be mad if they made the finals, like at all. I don't care.
Be surprised. Like, okay, I think I'm predicting. Okay, so before we get into where they're gonna place, I think we should just get this out of the way. So the voting this season is different.
Oh, good grief! All right, let's get into this.
It's only on once a week, including the finale. So for the first week, it's gonna be live voting during the show, and it's only during the East Coast. So West Coast is already gonna have aired, and 2 people are gonna be eliminated. So 2 people will be eliminated by the time the West Coast even sees it. And then there's voting after the show, and that determines the 2 eliminations for the next week.
Right.
So 4 people are going to be gone based on their week 1 dance. And before that, I was thinking, okay, Kareem is like, he's not leaving he's not in the first leaving because of week 1. But since it's 4, I'm kind of wondering if he might leave week 2. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not going to leave the first week. I think I'm kind of leaning towards him making week 3. I think that's where he might end.
I really would not be surprised if he made week 3, honestly, like, because I think he's the biggest name this season. Like, he's the most widely recognizable name, I think, across the board, because, you know, I'm 21 years old and I know who he is, and people way older than me know who he is. So he's the most recognizable star across the board. Would not surprise me if he made 3rd week. Would not surprise me if he made 4th week. I hope he does. I hope he does.
I think they're like my second favorite team right now, actually. I knew him mostly from Full House because he starred on that one episode, and then he was on The Bachelor. I'm like, oh yeah, he was on Full House. And I'm not sure, but was he one of the ones in Space Jam?
I don't think he was in Space Jam, but I'm going to fact check that. What was he doing on The Bachelor? Answer that question.
Yeah, he was definitely on Bachelorette. He was running like that basketball game where the guy's ex showed up at the end last season. Yeah, kind of a mess.
Wow.
And he was definitely on Full House. He was teaching. He was like with John Stamos playing basketball.
Wow.
I'm
looking through his IMDb. He was not in Space Jam.
Okay, so there's a lot of other basketball players who are in Space Jam than him, and I think he's like our 4th LA Laker out of 5 basketball players who've been on this show.
Hey, they're local. You gotta get them while you can.
It's like there's so many teams though, but yeah. Like with football, at least they try and like mix it up. Although we've had a few I think we've had at least 2 Steelers, maybe 3. But they try and mix it up. We definitely had Hines and we've definitely had Antonio.
Right.
I don't know if we had anyone else. I think maybe one more from the earlier seasons, but I'm not sure. I think we've had like this season we are having our 20th football player.
Really?
Yeah, and it's Josh Norman.
It is Josh Norman. Okay, we'll go straight into Josh Norman.
Yes, yeah.
He's with Sharna, and I actually really like this partnership. I wasn't really sure how to feel about it at first, but I'm watching their Instagram videos. I've seen snippets of their live, and I actually think it's a good partnership.
Yeah, I think it is too. She seems really, really happy with him, and he seems excited. He seems willing to put in the work. He's her 3rd football player, which is why I'm kind of surprised she's with him and not maybe like on paper, like I would say Jenna, just because she hasn't had one yet. But I think Jenna's partnership's a really good one, but we'll get to that. So yeah, I'm surprised he got Sharna, but then I guess I don't know. It makes sense because she hasn't had one in like relatively a while. Because Lindsay and Whitney have had ones more recently than her. Or not Whitney, Emma. And Emma
Mhm.
won with one, so they wouldn't do that again right away. So yeah, I think these two are a really good match. Again, he seems to be one of the strongest celebs in terms of what little I've seen of their dancing so far. I think his personality is very outgoing, which would probably be good for connecting, like the audience connecting to him. I don't really see any problems with them so far. Their first dance is a cha-cha to finesse, which is like the best
It really is. That a
this season.
fantastic choice. A fantastic choice, really.
Yeah, I don't think they're in any danger of leaving the first 2 weeks. He's from Redskins team, which I don't. Is that Washington State?
That is Washington D.C.
Okay, DC. Okay, we're good. Because I was
Yeah,
afraid it was West Coast, and I'm like, oh boy. But I think
it
that's
is. It is DC area, and so basically, I am from the area in which Redskins fans exist. It's mostly like Maryland, Virginia thing. So
yeah.
it's an East Coast thing.
So yeah, so definitely. Then he doesn't. I'm sure he'd be fine even if he was West Coast, because I'm sure his personality is going to connect to people.
Right.
But it's good to know he's East Coast, so his people will be voting for him for the first
Mm-hmm.
get past the first elimination. I think he's gonna make it to the end, and I think they're gonna win.
You think they're winning? All
I've
right.
seen like for seasons upon season, and I've predicted Sharna to win. Like I think with Nick and Antonio, and I predicted James would be in the finals, and I predicted Derek would be in the finals. So I'm predicting they're gonna win because I think this is like I don't know. I think this is just like finally the time. I think the stars have kind of aligned because some of the other partnerships that seem to maybe be the front runners on paper might have some drawbacks with the voting or maybe the dancing. I think they just have it all. Like if he can dance, I think they'll win because
Mhm.
there's so little time for people to connect to people,
Right.
celebrities. People already know Sharna. A lot of people already want her to win, so that might be all they
True.
need.
It is very true. And he does actually kind of remind me a little bit of Rashad in terms of personality. And Rashad was a huge hit.
Mm-hmm.
Was a huge hit. People still talk about him. People still love him, and for good reason.
Yeah,
So I think it's within the realm of possibility that they win. They are not my first pick to win, but it would not surprise me if they did.
yeah. I think they're making the finals. I can say that.
I think they'll be top four.
Yeah.
That
I also think, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the thing with Rashad is, um, Rashad was actually like relatively had a quiet personality, but it was still like likable. This guy has like an even like a more outgoing personality, which might be even more people to appeal to him, like Donald Driver.
mm-hmm.
Like Donald Driver was like he was like the most outgoing football player we've had. Like remember his winner reaction? That was iconic.
That's true. I love that video, and I really don't think he deserved to win that season, but I love that video.
It was amazing. Well,
He
like
was so shook.
I know because he won his fan base and the freestyle was really good, which it was a really good freestyle. But yeah, and he was smart though too because I remember he said he picked Peta because she was the first out the last season, and so she'd be more determined. And here we are. So yeah,
That's
I don't
really
know. I don't know if Josh requested Sharna or anything. I wouldn't be surprised because it's her third football player.
right.
But yeah. So so yeah, you think they're gonna make top four but not win, and I said I think they will win.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I
I
think.
think yeah. What else? Sorry.
So, no, it's okay. No, I think they're a strong partnership. Next on the Wikipedia list is Jamie Anderson and Artem.
Okay. Well, this is a team we really don't know much about so far because their notorious lack of posting on social media, which is
They
becoming
are.
controversial. People are like suspecting drama. She doesn't want to be there. They don't get along. Like,
I mean, here's what I think. I just think that Artem's notoriously always been very quiet on social media, and I think Jamie's kind of that way
except
too.
for yesterday.
Except for yesterday.
Artem did a clap back, for those who don't know, to someone who is like basically they think he's hooking up with Nikki Bella, who just recently broke up with her fiance. So she's single, and then there's all the speculation. There was stuff going on during their season. So yeah, so he kind of gave a clap back. It was iconic. But yeah, other than that, he's generally pretty quiet on social media, and Jamie seems to be the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And they tend to pair Artem with quieter people because I guess because they're both quiet, they get along. And I think this is kind of a problem when it comes to the voters.
I think so too. Somebody said, and I totally agree with this, is that social media is going to be hugely important this season to have an audience be able to connect with them because there's just so little time to build up a relationship this season. So social media is kind of important, and Jamie and Artem aren't doing a lot of social media work, which is, fine. It's their choice, but it does make me concerned if she'll maybe fall through the cracks because people don't forget, because people don't remember her.
I also think fan bases, you know how like we always say, oh, fan bases don't matter, it matters with the GP thing. I think fan bases are actually going to matter this season, particularly the first elimination when it's only online voting determining it.
Oh man, this is a mess, ABC. I hope American Idol is worth it, guys.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. See, I don't know why they can't do like what American Idol's doing the very next day, which is live broadcasting on both coasts and you vote live.
That's a good question.
Like, that's what's happening on American Idol this coming Tuesday, and not on Dancing with the Stars.
I guess it wasn't in the budget.
I don't know. Like, I think a lot of things aren't in the budget this season. But yeah. So Jamie and Artem, I've been really worried about them falling through the cracks. I think I'm leaning towards them being one of the first 4 to go. I was thinking maybe even the first week, but they have a good song. They have a Viennese Waltz, but it's to an Avicii song.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely looking forward to them because I always look forward to Artem and his partnerships because I think Artem's one of the strongest pros, but nobody realizes it. I really like Artem, and I think he could do amazing work. She kind of, in a way, she kind of reminds me of Nancy Kerrigan. She's just like a very classy lady. And with the Viennese Waltz week 1, she could really make that statement, and I hope they do really well.
Yeah, I hope so too. I just kind of worry because like they're both so quiet again. I really think Artem isn't gonna really make a splash on this. Like, I mean, he made us the biggest splash he made was probably with Patty because that's who everyone talks about him with, and she had the biggest personality of all his partners. So he needs someone with like a nice, big, positive personality, and I don't think that's Jamie. Like not that she's not positive, it's that she's quiet. And the Viennese Waltz, they literally like pretty much every season, and I don't know, maybe someone could go check Patty's. Wait, did we tweet this out?
I tweeted it out.
Okay. Sorry, because like hardly. Oh, someone just joined us. Thank you. As soon as I said that. Yeah, every season except for Patty's and maybe even Patty's, I don't know. He's had a ballroom the first week. I think that's his strength. Although he does good like rumbas and stuff. I think he's a really strong pro in some ways. Like he does good traditional choreography. Like he actually teaches them how to dance. And
Right.
Unfortunately, I think sometimes on the US version of this show, that's like takes a backseat to like tricks and stuff. Like I think remember season 24 when like Nancy was the only one doing like full on ballroom and everyone else was doing like either like some sort of gimmick or some sort of like daring move or some sort of storyline in their dances and they were just doing their thing.
I mean, kind of. Season 24 is just kind of a blur for me because I hated it so much.
That cast shouldn't have been a bad season. Like they all pretty much all of them deserve better, except for Bonner. Everyone else deserves better.
All right, we're not going to talk about season 24. We do this a lot. We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
We'll talk about season 24 in a little bit. You know what I mean?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Actually, you know what? Let's do that next because we've already brought up Nancy.
Okay, so season 24, they had Nancy Kerrigan come on, and it was great because she got to like be more than just, hey, I got attacked 20 years ago. And she got to show her personality and just be a nice lady and like be free of all that. And now, well, why? Why? I'm going to quote her. Oh my gosh, I was just like sounding like I was quoting her during the attack. That's terrible. Okay, I will say this. You're cutting off. I'm really sorry.
Guys.
Hannah? Hello? Hello? Hannah, I can't see what you're doing at all. I hear you and you're cutting off. I'm sorry. Sorry, viewers. Maybe I'm cutting off. Hannah? Hello? It's just a screenshot of Hannah. I'm DMing you on Twitter. Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Okay, Hannah says she thinks her Wi-Fi is being shoddy. I don't know if she's showing up for you guys watching this. So yeah, we just lost a viewer, sad face. Oh well. They can watch on YouTube later. Oh, I just saw. Oh yeah, no. Working. Hello. Hello.
I'm here.
Hello.
I promise.
You're coming back a little bit.
I'm here.
I heard I'm here. That's a good start. Hannah, do you want to go and come back? I don't know if you can hear me. I'll DM you. Okay, Hannah wants me to keep talking while she plays with her Wi-Fi. Okay, so yeah, so there's a where are we on? Oh, you're talking about Nancy. So yeah, I just think it sucks that they would bring you know who on after Nancy. We'll talk about it in a minute. Come back, Hannah, you come back. Okay, I just asked her what the plan was. So we're waiting. I remember last season, I think I played like a Tarzan song when we were waiting for something, but then like the video got like flagged for that. So I mean it's still up, but it got flagged for that, so I can't do that here. So I don't know what I should do now. Should I don't know what I should do. Should I sing for you guys? Okay, so Hannah's probably coming back. She just left. I assume Hannah's coming back. When I think when I like when this goes up on YouTube afterwards, I'm gonna get an annotation and just say skip to whatever part. So this part's pretty much gonna be irrelevant. I got notifications. Yeah. Oh, Hannah's coming back. Hi, Hannah. Hello. No. Oh no. She's opening and closing her eyes like a Furby. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you guys know what the Furbies are. It's this little alien slash hamster thing that was like a big thing in the 90s, and it keeps making comeback every few years, and it just like opens its eyes and like, and it like makes a sound when it blinks. Okay, that's what Hannah looks like with her freezing Wi-Fi. Like again, this is gonna be irrelevant later, so thank you for your patience, because it's just gonna be like skip to this part to get rid of the other crap. Yeah, again, this is irrelevant, so thank you for watching. Like, we'll just wait till Hannah comes back, I think, at this point. Hannah? Hello? Are we gonna be turning this into part 1 and part 2 soon?
I think, are we working now?
Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Okay,
Hi.
so hi, we're back. I assume when this goes on YouTube, I'll like watch and I'll do like the annotation, skip to whatever part this we're at now, so they don't have to watch all that.
Sorry,
Yeah,
had to
so
put
we were on Tanya and Sasha. That's the
Tanya.
partner. Um, yeah. So basically, okay. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Because I have
I'll,
some basic thoughts on this.
I'll go first on this. I don't think it's appropriate at all for them to cast Tanya Harding. A lot of people have compared this to like Ryan Lochte and her defense, like it's a way for her to redeem herself. But Ryan Lochte was a completely different situation. Ryan Lochte did not actively try to harm anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya Harding did. With that being said, based on Sasha's Instagram stories, they do seem to be getting along well, which is, nice. Not really into her. Hope she goes in the first week. Okay, your turn.
Okay. So I was actually talking to someone who's another Dancing with Stars fan on this. This is Tanya Xavier, and he said basically the main reason why he's upset about this is because they already had Nancy on. And well, I kind of agree with that because like it's like, oh, this is Nancy's time to get away from everything, and then Tanya's on. Now they're going to compare her to her. I kind of agree with that, but also if they'd done just Tanya and then, well, maybe if they cast Nancy after Tanya, but I don't know, and like not Nancy, that would have been a problem too. So I don't know. Like mostly I'm mad at this because it's disrespectful to Nancy because like I mean we've had worse people on this show and like this doesn't mean I'm not upset about this because I'm like mad, especially after like Nancy was treated as an afterthought and Tanya already seems to be hints she's gonna get like this really good edit, which no, like if they're gonna give Nancy that crap, don't suddenly like that's the problem here. Cause like I mean we've had Andy Dick on, we've had some other people on, we had like Paula Dean or whatever. I think, and the thing with Lochte you mentioned is he actually apologized for what he did, like how he disgraced the country or whatever. And Tanya really never has given a real apology. Like she said, I'm sorry for going around with the wrong people or whatever. She never apologized for the incident. And even if she is innocent or whatever and she thinks she's innocent, you still apologize. That's just what you do.
It is what you do.
Like, and I'm sick of the bad home life excuse. That's the other problem. Cause like I got bullied a lot in elementary school, and like whenever I went to the principal, and they said, "Oh, they had a bad home life. You can't really like." They told my parents they couldn't do anything because their home life. So like that really doesn't wash me either. For stuff like this, for that excuse, like people were coming at me on Curious Cat for saying that, but it's like you don't harass people. Like I get people like I can feel sympathy if people get into drugs because they're family or whatever, but like this is like going along with harassment or whatever, or enabling it, and not apologizing. And like that's the thing. If she'd apologized, because this isn't even the worst thing in the world, but like if she'd apologized, like given a real apology, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, come on the show. But like she hasn't. So if she does that on the show, then maybe I'll like tune in to her, like not tune out of her, but like just completely like I'm gonna be checked out during her stuff. But yeah, it's just like she seems to be getting rewarded because I guess because she has the movie out now. But that's why Nancy got cast too, so I don't know. But she seems to be getting rewarded, like being forgiven for something she hasn't apologized for.
Right. And I totally get that. I really do. Again, not really into her, not interested in really having her on the show. Think it's a terrible idea. They gave her one of the best songs of tour for her first number.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so this is the thing, and I really hate this part. This is like one of my least favorite parts of this. So do we even explain what she did to Nancy? Okay, go Google it. Like I'm not.
Listen, if you don't know what it is already,
Okay.
go Google it.
Nancy got clubbed in the knee by Tanya's ex-husband, and supposedly Tanya knew about it and didn't stop it, so she got banned from figure skating for life because she was an accessory or something. I don't know. But yeah. So the thing is, okay, so clearly she's gonna be getting a redemption arc, and I don't like that, especially because after what happened with Nancy last time, which is they portrayed Nancy as one of the like middle-aged emotional wrecks they try and like make it into, which I really hate when they do that. Like that's my least favorite type of package, like type of storyline on the show, pretty much. Well, Tanya's is gonna be worse, obviously, for me in terms of opinions, but like the usual stories. Also, she got a really good song, really good dance. Sasha's been like ardently defending her this whole time.
He really has,
Kind
and
of like
I do want to.
really well, and like
Mm-hmm.
okay, so do you want
I
me to
do want
tell
to.
you? Never mind, go ahead.
I do want to say something really quick about Sasha. It is Sasha's job as her partner to defend her and be there for her. He can't, in good conscience, stand here and bash Tanya for being a bad person while still being her dance partner. He just can't do that. That's morally wrong, and he's probably contractually obligated to be nice to her. So Sasha's working the best he can with what he has, and he does seem to be getting along with her on their social medias, which is great. If anybody can make the most of this situation, I think it is Sasha. So, Sasha, sweetie, you're doing amazing.
Yeah. I was concerned people were gonna start trashing him because, like, for some reason, certain people love to trash Sasha for like, I don't know what reason. Like, they just decided they don't like him. Oh, you're still okay. I thought you froze again. They just decided they don't like him and just want to trash him for whatever reason. And after what people, I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but I thought people were like a little hard on Sharna for the Bonner season, like a little. Like, I get it with the sexual harassment stuff, yeah, but like other than that, she was doing her job.
I have mixed feelings about it. I don't think that she worded her reply statement the best way, but obviously it's not like she can stand there and be like, "Oh yeah, he definitely did that." You know what I mean? Like she's
Yeah.
supposed to defend him, but she didn't do it in the
No,
smartest
I
way.
know. But the other stuff, they were like trashing her all season for other stuff too. So that's what I mean. So yeah, I'm glad Sasha hasn't really been getting that yet. Hopefully he doesn't end up getting it. Um so yeah, like let's keep the hate on Tanya where it belongs.
On Tanya,
So
not on
basically,
Sasha.
I can already tell with the dance she got and like Sasha's already hinting about how emotional all this is. She's making it to at least week 3. Would not surprise me at all to see her in top 4 with the way they're probably going to portray her. I don't. She's not going to win. Like, she's not going to win.
There's no way she won't
But
win.
yeah, yeah. So there you go.
Right.
And I'm seriously thinking because like I have a pretty good idea of like. Well, actually, up till today, I had a pretty good idea of who I thought would be top 3. And she wasn't one of them, but I wasn't sure about the 4th, and I'm thinking it might be her. I'm really thinking it might be her. And which would suck because like I mean, Sasha was pretty much poised to get into the finals twice already, and he's been like, even the seasons where he wasn't, he still kind of got hosed by a week or two. So it would really, this is just kind of bad that she's. I think she's gonna be his first in the finals. Like, why? Why? Like, we've had so many other good options.
There are so many good options. I don't see them making. I could see them making it to like week 3 at the
They're,
most. I
I'm
don't see
almost certain they're gonna
final.
make week 3. I'm almost certain, and then I'm like starting to think more and more they will make the finals. In like 4th, and like they won't get higher than 3rd. Like I think they're good, like probably 4th if they make the finals. But like, yeah. So here we are.
If America has good taste, they will kick them out in the first or second eliminations.
Yeah, but the scores and whatever, like they're gonna manipulate it as like just so she stays till week 3 at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what's happening. Like I have her penciled in for week 3. She's gonna be there. Hopefully she'll leave then. Because a lot of reasons, let's not put her in front. Because I don't want her to like make the finals when Nancy didn't. Also, like that would
That
make
would just be completely what
especially
an
'cause, like I'm
injustice that would be if they treat Tanya Harding better than Nancy Kerrigan.
yeah. I wanted to see Nancy in top 4, like I really did. Um, at least, if not further. So, it would suck if Tanya made it when Nancy deserved to.
Amen.
Okay, so who are we gonna talk about next? Anyone's gotta be better than her. So.
Anyone's got to be better. So I guess we can just continue moving down the line here. Let's talk about Johnny Damon and Emma.
Ooh, okay. So here's what I know about Johnny Damon. He's a baseball player who's played for a bunch of teams, so the fan base department, he might have lucked out. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. He is apparently like a heartthrob for a lot of people. Like everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I used to have a big crush on him," and I'm like, "Okay." Yeah.
Sure, Dan.
He's a
Okay.
family man. He's like, I know he's done some stuff for Trump, so like he was in support of the wall and like something else. I don't know if he did something directly with Trump, but like he supports Trump. So yeah, I know like everyone's rooting for him to go week 1 too, which I mean I can't disagree with that. Um, Apparently he's getting along well with Emma so far. He's working hard, yada yada yada. She seems to be having fun with his family. He has like a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of daughters, so he's having fun with them. So yay. Um, their week 1 dance look. I don't know the song. I'm pretty sure it's called like Centerfield, unless it's
It's,
Centerfold. Is it Centerfold?
I don't
No, it
think
wouldn't be Centerfold for Foxtrot.
I don't think it's center full. I think it is called center field. I mean, it's no go Cubs go, but
Go Cubs Go is such a weird one to use too. But like,
I
yeah, this
still
is
sing it.
Centerfield. I actually okay. So a lot of people are thinking he's gonna leave week 1, and I thought he would make week 2. Up till I found out it's only online voting for week 1, which makes me think he's kind of screwed because I think most of the people who are gonna appeal to him are older. So, because like he retired from baseball a while ago.
I agree with that. I think he'll be either first elimination or second
Like
elimination.
he's not
That's
gonna make it
what
further.
I'm thinking.
I'm
I
sure
feel
he'll.
they're one of the partnerships that I'm kind of struggling to remember. And yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Emma's gonna do her best and do whatever for him. It's just like they're not really like I don't know, like he's not like the biggest name or the biggest personality or anything like that. Like I don't know, and it's not like she can do the funny old person or the funny like he's not like funny like Drew Scott. Well, Drew Scott wasn't old, but Drew Scott was funny. Like Bill Engvall was like literally a comedian. He was like do the funny thing. Um, like somehow Michael Waltrip made it to week 8. Like I don't know, like yeah, I don't think this guy's like just he's not the most anything, which is gonna be a problem. Like he can be charming, but like he's not the most charming. He could be, I'm sure, he could be a decent dancer, but like I don't think he'll be the best one. He's not gonna be the funniest guy there. He's just, I don't know. Again, I
Right.
think if they had phone voting first, I think if it was like phone voting for week 1 or whatever, I think he might be okay. But I don't know, because I don't know where his teams played even. Were they mostly east or west or I don't know. This just doesn't look good.
It honestly beats me. Like I said, I don't follow baseball much at all. I got nothing for you. I definitely think he'll be first out. Although he seems like a nice guy. Emma's getting along with him. Although Emma could get along with literally anybody.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Like, I'm just wondering if she'll have like any tricks to make him stand out. But I don't know what those would be. I mean, maybe she's surprising us. I don't know. And also it's a foxtrot, and it's like I don't know. It doesn't sound like a big punchy song. It just sounds like they're kind of being set up to go
Right.
early. Is
Right.
what it feels like. And like, I just people like. I just hope certain people on Facebook don't use this as yet another excuse to trash Emma because certain people, most people in there love her. Certain people really like to trash her. Like someone was saying, complaining when they like Dancing with the Stars posted a picture of their wedding, like Emma and Sasha's wedding, and they're like, she doesn't even pay attention to Sasha after the dances. She doesn't hug him. Sasha deserves better.
Guys, of all the female pros, don't even think about hating on Emma or Lindsay for that
Or
matter.
yeah, those two. I
Or
mean,
Lindsay.
those are like, I mean, like, don't hate on anyone. Not nice, except for Tanya Harding. Feel free.
Feel free.
Feel free. Dump all your hate on her.
Yeah, you can about you hate on Tanya Harding.
And on the
Nobody else.
producers for like going there. Although let's be glad I forgot to mention with Tanya. I'm very glad she didn't get Artem because that's what I was predicting.
That just would have been cruel. I would have not watched the season. I genuinely would not have watched.
That would have been like.
Like, I am not watching Tanya Harding with Artem. We're not doing this 1 year
Yeah,
after
because Artem
getting
had names,
Kerrigan.
because we not because we're like, oh yeah, just put her with Sasha or whoever else because she's sex and Artem's so special. I mean, like Artem's great, but like it's because he had Nancy. That's I know. Yeah, I know. We kind of wanted Tanya to get Gleb, but she didn't get Gleb. I don't know why people were thinking it was gonna happen because like Gleb's so tall.
He is.
Although Gleb did want a figure skater, but instead he got a basketball player, which.
Why don't we talk about her next because I have a lot of thoughts.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so Ariki, I forgot what her last name. Oh, Gunboil? Gunboil?
That is, let me put it like this. That is how it looks like it is pronounced. I don't know if it
Yeah,
is
I
actually
remember
pronounced that
hearing it
way.
in the video and it was. I remember it being spelled like it sounds like it's spelled. So yeah, so I was hoping for a female basketball player this season. Like I was really excited for that possibility. I thought it was gonna be WNBA because their season's not going on right now. And then it turns out to be this. She's actually amazing. She did this buzzer beat thing with in the like the March Madness for the women's side for her Notre Dame school or Notre Dame. I don't know. There's a high school up my street and it's called Notre Dame, and like everyone pronounces it like Notre Dame and it's like Notre Dame, and when I used to pronounce it like that people would like be like, no, it's Notre Dame, so now I call it Notre Dame, so my apologies. So yeah, so she's still going to school and she's still a student athlete and she's not a senior, so there's lots of regulations surrounding her, and which makes me wonder why they bothered to cast her when the whole WNBA is right there and you could have just picked someone from there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I agree with that. It makes me kind of maybe think that whoever Glove's original part, maybe Glove had an original partner who had to drop out at the very last second, so they grabbed like a quick name that was kind of notable, which in theory is a good idea, but unfortunately with and the I don't know what the organization
NCAA, whatever you want to pronounce.
NCAA, with them being so strict and regulating. So Enrique can't do promo. She can't do interviews. She was not on GMA. She does not have like official promo pictures, and she will not go on GMA after she's eliminated because she's not allowed. So basically, she can't promote herself at all.
So at this point, I wonder if she's going to do packages, or is she going to dance, or is she just going to be like, "Hey, here's a placeholder." So we had 10 athletes.
Exactly.
There. And it's a shame because I really like her. Like from what I've seen of her, I don't think Gleb's really going to be the one to bring stuff out of her though. Like he just seems very chill. Some people are speculating he was disappointed to get her, which I don't know if we're going to go that far because she's the youngest and she seems quite fit, possibly really capable. I don't know. I just don't think I think she's gone the first week. I think isn't Notre Dame on the West Coast?
There are many different Notre Dames or Notre Dame schools across America.
Like the big one.
I think she's from Wisconsin, or I think that particular school's in Wisconsin, but I'm not sure.
So yeah, she's probably like, yeah, so I really think she's gonna be the first to go. Although the online voting, if it's like young people who like that school, maybe they'll vote for her. I don't know. Cause like she's so forgettable. No offense, like she just is. Like maybe because she's not allowed to post on social media, maybe that's why. She's not like doesn't have that big a fan base unless you're a college basketball player. Oh no. I
No,
thought
I'm
you
here.
were frozen. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm here. I was just looking up her school. Her school is in Indiana. She herself is from Wisconsin.
Okay, so her school's in Indiana, so that's central. That she might be fine. Yeah, I just really think she's gonna like. I hope she comes out and like snaps. She has salsa. There's potential for tricks. I'm really excited for maybe that. But like, I don't know. I think she's one of the first four out, regardless of whether it's week 1 or 2. Like, I don't see her making it further than that.
I have to kind of agree with you, although I would love to be wrong because I feel like I really hope that she and Gleb come out and I would love for them to come out and do the best dance of the night. I would love for that to happen. I don't think it will, but I would love for that to happen. Unfortunately, with the standards of the NCAA screwing her over, she will probably be set up to go out week 1 or 2.
That's the thing with this season. This season, it seems so obvious who they want to leave early. It's just so obvious. Even with like the song assignments, like the rules surrounding people, the people level of fan base, it's just so obvious. And like the storylines, like the Tanya storyline, like she's gonna make it far, because yeah. And there's very
Right.
little time to get to know people, so the packages are probably gonna be one note for most of the season. So
It's I feel bad for her. And not only that, like I look at her and I think she's younger than me. She's younger than both of us because Julie and I were both born 96 and she was born 97. So, and she just turned 21, like not all that long ago.
yeah.
So like she's younger than us and she's like accomplished more than us. And unfortunately, she's got a lot working against her. So I hope she gets through it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is with her. I mean, I just I wanted a female basketball player to show up and like do better than any of the male ones have done ever.
I would love for that to happen. That would be the best thing ever, and I hope she does.
Someday.
I sincerely hope she does.
Yes. So who are we gonna talk about next?
Let me go back to Wikipedia. We should only have 4 people left. Yeah, we have 4 people left. So let's talk about Jenny and
Oh,
Kia.
Jenny. Oh, Jenny's my favorite female this season, I think. I'm not
Is
sure. I
she
think
seems very sweet.
she's definitely my top 2, if not my very favorite. She's just really nice, really sweet. She's actually the kind of partner I was hoping Glove was gonna get one of these days soon. She's like the conservative Christian. She wants to be a role model for young women, which is cool. And it's cool because like she's kind of like she's an athlete, so she's like all that because usually it's like actors or whatever they do, or maybe singers, but like no, it's an athlete. Like it's just something different. She's very tall, so she's with Kia. This is a different kind of partnership for Kia. Like the closest she's reminds me of is Jodie because I guess they're around the same age, but she's like this. Jodie was an actor and she's an athlete, and yeah.
Kia seems extremely excited about this. He seems very upbeat about it, and I'm glad he is. And I hope that she snaps week 1.
Yeah. In a good way, not the Charo/Barbara way.
Right. We don't want her to snap in that way. We want her to snap in a good way. I think she'll be kind of like our surprise contestant this season, either her or Chris, but we'll get to Chris here in a minute. I think she has the possibility. I would love for her to be like the dark horse this season and then wind up in like wind up in the final 4.
I would love for her to win. I don't think she will, just because I think some people are going to be better dancers and maybe a bit more personality because she seems a little quiet. But like I think that if she talks about being conservative Christian and like her family and her faith and all that jazz, and also people really want Keo to go far, like with Sharna, I think she has a great chance. I hope she makes top 4. I think she'll make. She's gonna at least make week 2. I want to say at least. Hopefully week 3 and week 4 as well. Yeah, I don't think she'll be one of the. I don't think she's leaving the first night, which would make her at least Keo's second best partner. If she doesn't leave the first night, she's already made it.
It's true. She would be at least. She's already Keo's second best partner. Let's just cover that right now. She really is. And she seems just like a very genuine, nice lady. Keo's excited about it. This was kind of a new-ish partnership for him. I'm excited to see what they can do, and I'm sure that they will be fab.
So excited. I'm so excited for this one. Like, I'm just like, yay! And I also like they have, like I said, female softball player on the show. I mean, well, they haven't had many baseball players, so it's just low for even men, so it's different still.
Right, but they still covered it. Like softball's not a sport that gets a lot of recognition.
No,
so
I'm glad it's on.
Right, so it's getting covered, which is amazing. So I will say this.
So go ahead.
I will say this for Gina Katz this season. She covered all corners of the sports field. She covered basketball, she covered baseball and softball, figure skating, Olympics. She covered it all. I'll give her that.
Speaking of sports that don't get a lot of recognition,
oh yeah, my gosh, let's talk about the third set of Kristen Whitney,
aka Luge.
Yeah,
Luge. You never had a show before.
We have never had anyone do this before, and I just want to say something real quick. I want to give a quick shout out to my friend Autumn, who back when the Olympics were happening, she was texting me about this man. She was texting me about Chris, like, and she's like, "Dude, he's so hot. Like, you have to help me add him and like get him on the show." So she added.
I joined that train pretty early, like when I saw him. Like this was like early Olympics. This was like the beginning of Olympics, and I'm like, oh my gosh, some other people might overtake him. Oh no, because then Gus kind of showed up. Like, oh no, it's gonna be Gus. But like I wouldn't mind Gus, but maybe Gus will do the fall because Gus wants to do the show. So, yeah.
I would love for Gus to do it in the fall, but
Gus for season 27. But in the meantime, we have Chris.
In the meantime, Autumn's dreams came true, and we have Chris. And I think he'll be kind of like I think he'll be the heart of the season. I really do.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be that great, especially because week 1 he has salsa, and unless he can do tricks, maybe he can lift her. I don't know. It's just, like I don't know, because like some other people who might be good have salsa, and like it's just I think he'd do better in ballroom than Latin. I don't see him leaving till the finale. Unless they decide to screw him over, but like in the week 3. But I don't see him until like his personality is like James Hinchcliffe, and like so he's the new guy. Except for I don't think he's gonna be as good a dancer, so I don't think he's gonna win. But like they're my favorite team so far. I just really like them. I think they're gonna make it to the end. I think they might come in third again for the second season in a row. for
She might
Whitney.
do it. Listen, I think Whitney's a great partner for him. I think it'll be just like the right amount of fun and crazy that needs to happen. Chris has a very magnetic personality. He is definitely Mr. Personality based on his sound bites.
Yeah.
He seems absolutely fantastic, very easy on the eyes, absolutely gorgeous man. I think he and Whitney will go far. If I had to block a Final Four right now, I think he would be in it.
Yeah, like I'm not like I don't even think they're gonna do that well week one in dancing, and I'm not even really scared.
No, I'm just excited. Like I don't even
Like that's
care.
it's like it's almost like Kareem. Although I think I'd have more faith in Chris than Kareem in terms of like getting votes. I don't know. And also because so yeah, I think they're gonna do really well in terms of fan support. I think that he's gonna be like the person no one knew that everyone likes by the end. He's like gets a career in media, like being in the media more out of this, like Bindi.
I think so too. I think that's absolutely within the realm of possibility. I can't wait for his week one package. I'm so excited about it.
I'm hyped. Um, so the last two actually kind of go together. So
Who do you want to do first?
I mean, we're probably gonna end up doing both. I guess we can do Mariah first because Mariah has been like time at wanting to be on the show for a while.
Yes, Mariah and Allen. My team, my pick to win this season. By the way, my pick to win.
Oh,
Um,
I have some different thoughts than you on that, which I will get to. But not that I don't like them, but we'll get to that.
right, they're my pick to win the season,
Yeah.
and it might be entirely because I'm one of the biggest Allen stans ever.
Oh, I thought
But
you could fight some people in that, but
I could fight some people on that, but it's
you're
fine.
top 10. I'm pretty. You're top 10.
As far as Allen stands are concerned.
Yeah. So Mariah. Okay. So back during the Olympics, Mariah was talking about wanting to be Dancing with the Stars like a lot. Like this was her thing, and there was this whole controversial interview where she said when she realized she wasn't gonna win or whatever in her skating or get a medal, she just like acted like it was her audition for Dancing with the Stars, and people said it was like not caring enough, and like it was like I don't know. I remember not liking everything she said, but like people made such a big deal out of it.
I don't remember this particular incident because I did not keep up with the Olympics, but go on.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I'll try and find the link for you. It was just like it was people making a big deal out of something very small. Um, it
Like
was
they
like
do.
yeah.
As
And then after that, like a lot of people said they didn't want her on the show anymore. But yeah, okay. Um, I'm glad she got cast, especially because Adam got cast. And I think if Adam, I was thinking like, I remember when Adam and Tanya were announced, I'm like, okay, so there's no way Mariah's on now. And I was thinking because Adam and Tanya were both on, like, well, I mean, well, not like, because I sort of said that. I was thinking because like, if Adam got cast and they're like close friends and she didn't, I would feel very bad for her. Because she's the one who really wanted to be on. Like, Adam said he wanted to be on too, but she was like the one who making a thing about how she wanted to be on. So I'm very happy she's on in that sense. I do worry though that she and Adam are both on because I think of the two of them, Mariah is the lesser known, has the quieter personality, and is the one who I don't know. Like I feel like one of them's gonna get Charlie Whited, and I was thinking it might be Mariah, but now I'm like the past 2 days I'm thinking it might be Adam. I don't know. I just yeah, cause like I always think when I see like Mariah and Alan rooming together, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so cool. They're gonna be such a good team. And then when almost every interview I've seen her in or them in together, it's just fallen a little flat so far. And I mean, we've had that happen in the past, and they turned to be really good. Like Rashad and Emma, they had really flat sound bites, and they like won. And I already said they were gonna win anyway because that's because I'd seen them in other stuff. But yeah, um, I'm just there's something that I feel is gonna go off with this. I think I am also low key feeling like she might have been like a second choice because I know I'd rather. I mean, if we're gonna have two figure skaters on the season, like obviously you know which one I would cut like right away. But the thing is, I think in terms of like when you're thinking like production and relevancy, she's probably the least relevant. I know she was like even like with the triple axle thing, we have the woman who landed it for the first time and where I was like the second or third, and like she's from Pyeongchang, but Adam's from Pyeongchang, and they both got the same medal. And like, there's nothing really about Mariah right now that's making me think like that makes her like stand out as unique and just her right now. So hopefully the show is able to portray that. Because if it's not, I worry she could be in trouble at some point. Like, she won't leave the first week, and probably not the second week. But I could see her leaving week 3.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. She and Alan are my picks to win, and I genuinely think that they are going to win at this point in time. I love her actually. Listen, I pay extra close attention to Alan's Insta stories, social media, whatever. That could have something to do with it because that's just who I am. And
Yeah, I've been watching some of those too. Some of those are good. It's just like the interviews and stuff. So we'll see what the actors are like.
she might just be like a shy personality, like in front of a camera. She might just be like more normal, like goofing off in like front facing camera on Instagram. And like I love her and Alan together. They make a great partnership.
I should watch more of them then, because like I've seen some really good stuff and I've seen some like less interesting stuff. I was gonna say, yeah, also with her is like, because of like her quieter personality or whatever, and sometimes kind of sarcastic, and like again, Adam could have this problem too. I'm seeing one of them getting nasty as / Charlie Whited. I don't know who it's gonna be yet. I haven't seen much of her dancing yet. She might actually be better than Adam at dancing, and if that's the case, I think she might be in the clear for that. So yay. Also the whole ringer talk, which I don't know if that's really gonna be a thing this season or not, because again, all athletes. But that's part of why I think Josh might win, especially because Jordan won last season. Yeah. So I think it's also cool that Alan has her because he can do some cool choreography.
I was really hoping that Alan would get like a ringer this season, just so because I'm impatient. I really wanted to see what he could do with a ringer, and they have a salsa week 1, which will definitely grab people's attention, especially if it's a really good salsa. And they have good tricks. It will grab people's attention. People love Alan. I've never met a person who doesn't like Alan.
Yeah, everyone likes Alan. I'm predicting Alan is probably gonna win like in the next few seasons. Like, I think that's happening. I just don't know if it's this one.
Everybody likes Alan. Nobody dislikes Alan. Who dislikes Alan? How can you?
I don't know. I think apparently one person on Facebook, someone said that they disliked Alan, and then like we went off like. But like, yeah, I think he's probably the new male star of the show. I'm imagining. I'm thinking when Val comes back, he might not be coming back to the same show, if you know what I mean. I think, especially because he's taking the season off, and the producers might realize he's not like doing stuff anymore. I mean, he's doing stuff outside the show now. He might be a little bit more expendable. I think Alan is pretty much all in with the show right now. He's still really young. He's up and coming. I think, yeah, because like he has the personality that can kind of appeal to everybody, because a lot of their personalities turn certain groups of people off. I don't think Alan's like that. Yeah, it's just I'm wondering how they're gonna portray Mariah versus Adam.
I do wonder that too, but
easily she'd make the finals and probably like top 2 and maybe win. But the fact that it's her and Adam, and I'm not counting Tanya in this because Tanya's like separate.
Tanya's irrelevant.
Tanya's basically Tanya's not gonna be like compared to the other two as much. Because she's gonna have her redemption arc, and it's not like she's like a past Olympian, and that's her main thing. Her main thing's not gonna be I mean, I don't know. So Adam and Jenna are the other Pyeongchang figure skating team. And this is one a lot of people wanted.
Yes.
And Adam seemed to want her as one of his top picks, so I'm glad this one happened.
Yes, I think Jenna is the absolute perfect match. I don't think anybody else could have matched him as well, because I think they have like the same amount of energy, and like they come like in their songbooks, they came off like they had been friends for years, and that's something I really really love when they just like when couples like click immediately, and I think Jenna and Adam really did that.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah, I think they're going for. I already feel like I know. I feel like there's really good chemistry between them. I feel like they're gonna be the fun couple. I feel like they could go far. My only real worry, there's two. One is him getting nasty at. The other is people being too mad over the whole controversy of him refusing to meet with Mike Pence.
Is that a thing that happened? Again, didn't keep up the Olympics.
That happened. He refused to meet with him because of Pence's stance on LGBT, and Adam's gay. And
what an icon!
Yeah, and yeah, Adam's gay and their team's name is Just Friends. It's like, why?
I think
Like,
it's funny.
you know they're not together. He's gay.
Team Just Friends. I like it. It's funny. I
Also,
like it.
makes the season kind of suck.
Oh,
Like
it's
back that pass up. Like really.
they tried with the
The
team
only
name.
two name I remember really liking is Pitch Perfect.
I liked Pitch Perfect. That one was good.
And I think I like Move It or Lose It or whatever it was.
Lose it. Move it or lose
That
it.
one. Other than that, I don't like the names so far. But yeah. So I think they're gonna. I was saying I was predicting them for like second place. I think Jen and Adam, but like it might be Mariah because like we've seen a bit of Adam dancing, and like apparently he's not as good. Like from what I saw, and I'm not really good at judge dance. That's why I'm saying apparently I have seen the video. Um, he's like not as like there's some issues with his dancing. Like he's not like what you'd expect a ringer to be dancing like. So
I have not seen this video of him dancing, so
it's
I can't speak to it.
and I don't know when it's from. Maybe it was from like a few weeks ago and they're just airing it, or like a week or two ago and I was airing it now. But like yeah, I'm sure he'll be entertaining, which will be helpful. Um, I'm concerned. I'm a little concerned with their week one song. It's a RuPaul song, so I'm worried people are gonna say they're throwing the gay in their faces, which I can see happening.
I'm excited. As soon as I read that, I
Not
started.
doing it is happening. Sorry.
When I read that was my favorite song thing that I read in the press release. I was just like, like oh my gosh, this is so perfect, and it's going to be the highlight of my night. I'm very excited for it.
I'm really excited for the Finesse one, just because it's Finesse. And like,
Just Finesse is a great song. But I'm glad that they're doing RuPaul, and Ray Chu better not touch it.
Oh, okay, yeah, Raichu, please don't touch it. And I don't know. And Raichu better not touch Finesse either, because like remember when they did Uptown Funk? Remember that? That kind of like took me out of that freestyle.
Oh, it was just painful.
That was like why? It's just like when it starts singing, like why? Because like I really like that dance. It's okay, yeah. Yeah, just let Bruno and Cardi. Oh my gosh, there'd be a fake Cardi B in this one. That means double reason not to do the band doing Finesse. Like the band will probably do like When You Believe, and they'll probably do the Carrie Underwood song or whatever. Just don't do RuPaul, don't do Finesse. We're good. Yeah. So Adam and Jenna. I feel like one of the two. Sorry, hang on. I think both figure skating couples make it to week 3, and I mean, well, actually all 3, because Tanya's gonna make it to week 3. I think one leaves week 3, and the other 2 make it to the finale. Or well, actually, only if it's Tanya, because I don't think Mariah and Adam will. I think one of them makes the finale for sure. Either Mariah, basically, so Mariah or Adam, one of them will make the finale. The other one will not. Tanya, I'm not sure.
Interesting. If you had to predict a top 4, not necessarily in order, but just like a top 4.
Josh, Chris, Tanya, and one of Adam, Mariah. I was saying Adam. It might be Mariah now. I don't know.
Okay. If I had to predict a top 4 right now, it would be not necessarily in this order, but Mariah and Adam for sure, Josh, and either maybe Chris or Jenny.
This is like what you're thinking, right? Not what you want.
This is just what I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah. Not necessarily what I want.
Mine was not what I want, because I put Tanya in there. That should have been a giveaway.
Right.
Just clarify. Because like what I want basically I want the other 3 I said that aren't. Oh, I kind of want, like, I don't know whether I want Mariah or Adam, or like the thing is I really want Chris, Jenny, and Josh to make it. And if Ariki snaps, I want her to be the 4th, kind of. But like I like Mariah and I like Adam. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Chris and Jenny are my 2 favorite couples, and Kareem. But like I don't know.
Oh my gosh, Kareem! I would love for him to make it. I hope he makes the top 4. I do.
Honestly, I kind of do too.
What would Lindsay do for a freestyle? It better to be the Space Jam theme song.
Oh my gosh. Yes, okay, so Space Jam theme song has to happen this season. Like, you missed an opportunity. I'm surprised it's not week 1, actually, now that I think about it.
Oh man, a freestyle with the Space Jam theme song. Lindsay Arnold, I just gave you your freestyle idea. Write it down.
And if one of the 2, the softball or baseball player, makes it, I don't dance.
Please. Oh my gosh, I need it.
Waiting for it. And that's a Disney song too, so you probably can get the rights. Yeah. So is there anything like, yeah, anything else? Hang on. Oh yeah. So I want to talk about the judges. How do you think they're going to judge? Because it's a 4-week season.
My sister and I have had this conversation a little bit. I think they'll probably do week 1 will probably go as normal from like 4 to it will probably range from like 4 to 8, but they'll probably start dropping 10s on week 2.
Maybe. I think it might wait till week 3 or like the last dance of week 2. But yeah. I mean, like, do you think they'll be harder on them, expecting them to be at like the level they'd be at like week, like say like week 6 on the second week?
That's a good question. And I don't know the
It
answer
is
to that.
the most competitive season, and like that seems to be the narrative. So I don't know. Yeah, I think and there's also talk. There's also a bit of controversy whether or not it matters if the pro wins, like if it counts this season.
It counts. It's a win. You get a trophy. It
I
counts.
would say it counts also because like if people are gonna, if anyone dances at like a week 10 level on week 4, then yeah, they deserve to win.
It's true.
If the pro got some doing that, and I'm sure someone will, yeah, they will win. They deserve to. They deserve to win. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to go like from the beginning and guess who's gonna go out every week? Because I was gonna do that.
Yeah, let's do that real quick.
So one, I have Ariki and now Johnny, and it was between Johnny and Jamie for the second slot. But now that Jamie has the Avicii song, I give her the edge. Plus the online voting, because Johnny may be screwed in that.
I'll say the same thing. I say week 1 is Johnny and either Enrique or Tanya. I genuinely have faith in the people.
I don't have faith in the producers. They're gonna make sure she makes it. 2 is going to be Jamie and maybe it's like either Jenny or Kareem.
All right, I
I
think
think Jenny, and I'm really sad because like I feel like Kareem's gonna be like, oh my gosh, he's so entertaining, and Jenny might be quieter.
Mm-hmm. I think week 2 maybe Jamie and Kareem. Would love for him to make the final 4, but I think Jamie and Kareem.
Yeah. Week 3, I have Kareem. I had Kareem and Mariah, but that might be Adam now.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's either okay. It's basically between one spot between Jenny and Kareem, other between one spot's Jenny, Kareem, or Tanya. The other one's Adam and Mariah. Basically, but I said a Kareem and Mariah.
Right. I say week 3. I'm like looking at the list. That's why I'm looking down, guys. I promise. I think I need to start with my final 4 and work backwards. If my final 4 is Adam, Mariah, Chris, and we'll say Josh, I could see Jenny and maybe Kareem going on week 3.
You had Kareem for week 2.
Who did I forget?
So Ariki week? No,
Arike. Okay, so week 1, I would say Arike and Johnny. Week 2 would be Tanya and Jamie. Week 3, Kareem and Jenny. All right.
And then week 4 is the other one. I just really, really doubt they're gonna let Adam and Mariah both be in the finals.
It kind of makes me wonder, but I feel like this is a bit of a different situation than Charlie and
Yeah,
Meryl.
it's a different situation than normal. I don't know.
Just because it is all athletes, but I feel like kind of the reason they made such a big deal out of Charlie getting eliminated was because Charlie and Meryl were not only friends, but they were literal ice dancing partners.
Yeah.
I feel like that adds to the drama factor a little bit more than having, just 2 figure skaters.
And this is suddenly making me wonder if like the Tanya thinks she's gonna go week 3 and there's only gonna be one figure skater makes the finals, and like they'll all be in jeopardy, and then 2 of them will go week 3. Either will make the finals, and then it'll be like Chris, Josh, and like Kareem or Jenny with them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it does make me wonder. It really does.
Because like I would not be that shocked for Kareem to make to the end. Like there's people who I'd be more surprised to make it to the end at this point than Kareem. There's like 3 at least that I'd be more surprised.
Would love for Kareem to make the Final 4s. Would not be mad about it at all. No way.
For it. I'd be like, yay!
I'd be so excited.
Be hyped. So like your winner picks Mariah and Allen, and mine is Josh and Sharna. I don't know. I'm really feeling Josh and Sharna winning. Like I just kind of am. I feel like this is fine. I feel like, I don't know.
I feel like I've been trying to say that for like seasons. Like Sharn, I think Sharna's winning the season. She never does, but it wouldn't surprise me if they play the "It's time for Sharna to win" narrative.
I mean, they've done it the past 2 seasons. Although, granted, for Emma's, it was only like the last week, I think, to make sure David didn't win, just to make sure, because like I think his viewing base was scaring him a little bit. But they got that going on, and like I feel like that's the thing. Like a lot of people want pros who haven't won to win yet now. So interestingly enough, I don't know how many people voted on this. This is probably like a small number, but like this betting odds site, I don't know what it was. Oh, Gold Derby. They do like polls too, and they're like which pros overdue a win. Sharna was way in front first. Artem was second, and Keo was third. And I think Keo in particular, with being out so early so often, he's gonna have people voting for him. And I think the pro fan bases are gonna play into this a lot more than usual too.
I think everybody's gonna really rally their power for this one. I really do.
I kind of think that, but then I also think like some people just don't give a damn.
And other folks just might not give a damn at all.
Maybe like no, maybe it's the GP that doesn't give a damn, so all the fans are just gonna vote for their favorite pro.
There you go.
And like I don't think ratings for the season are gonna be that great, like in compared to other seasons, but like the fall should be better than this.
Hopefully. I would laugh my head off if the ratings for this season of DWTS are better than the recent ratings of American Idol. They will probably not be, but it would make my life if that was a thing that happened.
Yeah, American Idol is like, I don't know. Have you watched it?
Not really. I've seen clips of it on YouTube, but I know it's flopping ratings wise.
It did a little better than they got to the live show. That's the problem with all these shows. It's the problem with Voice, American Idol, Got Talent, like all of them. Live shows are like so few, and like it's all this build up, and it's like it gets boring. But yeah, next week is Disney Night on that show. So I don't think they're doing Disney Night Dancing with Stars this season, but they're doing it on Idol. So if you miss Disney Night, there's what to watch.
Next season, yay!
All right, singing, and it's like yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna get going because I have stuff to do tomorrow.
I have work in the morning, not as early as I did tomorrow, but also I have to work at 9 a.m. tomorrow, but also tomorrow's a very important day for me. Tomorrow is the opening of Avengers Infinity War to the public.
Oh, you're seeing it too tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, Michaela and I are seeing it tomorrow at 10:45 at a theater in an IMAX theater. That's about 45.
In the morning? No, not in the morning. At night, right?
At night, yeah.
Okay, and then so I'm seeing it for you then. You're going in just as I'll be going out then.
Right. That's exactly what's going to happen. And then I have to work at 8:00 the next morning. So, and I have to take I have a
job interview the next day. I'm still at my other job, but yeah. So oops. Hopefully no one sees that. Not that I'm leaving, but like I don't know.
You're keeping the possibilities open.
It's complicated, yeah. It's just like a second job because I'm getting very little hours right now.
Right.
So yeah, that's on Friday, but that's not early in the morning. Luckily, it's just kind of far away. So yeah. But yeah, I'm going to a different tier than normal too, though. Okay, we're still live. Why are we still live discussing this? We can do it. I don't know. Let's do it. I don't know. I was gonna say let's do an Infinity War chat, but that'd be like 5 hours because there's so many people in this movie.
There are so many people in this movie. It really is, but there really is. But you know, I'll tweet my thoughts out at some point in the next couple of days.
I'll probably write a thing. I don't know, or yeah, I don't know. We'll have the group chat. We have a group chat for Marvel, so.
All right, but in the meantime, we will.
So we gotta go to bed. I'm gonna go. Yeah, Zoe's outside. I think she wants out of my bedroom. She's been here an hour at least. It's okay, Zoe.
Poor Zoe. All right, but in the meantime, guys, we will see you soon for the premiere of Dancing with the Stars, all athletes. Very exciting stuff happening.
We'll see you Monday, right?
Yeah, Monday after the show.
That's only 5 days away. So yeah, we'll see you in 5 days.
5 days, guys. Bye.
Bye.